My objective with these videos is to document everything from going from a collector to having a Pokemon business that I can be proud of. In this week, we took our very first step by running our first Whatnot stream. And let's just say, things didn't go as well as I thought it would. Welcome, if you're new around here, I'm Cesar, and I'm documenting everything here on YouTube from a collector to having my own TCG store. And in today's video, we're going behind the scenes into running my very first Whatnot stream. So let's start by explaining the plan of action for the business. So now that we have some budget to start, we need to figure out what business model we can actually scale. My main goal with this is to open a TCG store, which I think is just a lack of around the area where I live. But to get there, we need to start somewhere, and that is where Whatnot gets in. Now, Whatnot is a live stream selling platform, and it's a bit of a mix between eBay and TikTok. It is fast-paced, you can join in on the stream when you want, and you can bid on items that you want. There are a few ways people sell on Whatnot. There are single auctions, which is when someone is showing a card and people are bidding for that card. There are breaks, which is when a seller buys a box and sells the individual packs inside. There's some sellers that open the packs, which becomes essentially a rip and ship, and there's others that just send the packs closed. Finally, there are chance-based streams. This is probably what we're gonna be doing the most. So how this works is that people pay for a ticket and they get a chance of getting the top prize. The cool thing about it is the risk and reward factor in it. People can pay, let's say, 10 euros and win a slab that's easily 10 times more. The main reason we're going with this strategy is because at the moment I don't have a distributor, so everything that I get is the best price that I can find, basically. There's still risk for us because if the big price comes out on the very first minutes of the stream, then people lose interest and then we cannot sell the rest. But I think I find somewhat of a solution for that. So it's a bit risky, but I think it's probably the best way of getting started and building our business from it. So I made this Excel sheet to help us calculate the prices and work out the profit. For this stream, I'm gonna make 70 tickets with 3 different tier of prices. The low tier is gonna be a pack of Nail Zero. For the mid tier, we got some singles, all Eevees and Evolutions. And for the big prizes, I got 2 Japanese slabs of PSA 9s, Espeons and Leafeon. As you can probably guess, I'm trying to make a team stream instead of just making random products. The way the stream is going to work is, we have piles with cards and each card has a price written on it. To avoid the big prizes being sold right in the beginning of the stream, we're gonna lock them in the end of each pile. So each pile is gonna have a price. I don't know which one. One is gonna have a Espeon and the other one is gonna have the Leafeon. And this way we avoid just getting out the big prizes and then we just get a lot of stuff that nobody wants. The way I'm gonna do this work is people are gonna bid for a ticket which has a price entry of 10 euros. And whoever wins the ticket gets to choose either the left pile or the right pile, and we take the top card of it. For the price of entry, I try to make it really approachable, so that's why we're starting at 10 euros a bid. I try to think it as if it was myself, if I would be okay with spending at least 10 euros on something like this that has a guaranteed price, so I think it's pretty fair. The odds for the prizes are that you have a 1 in 9 chance of getting an Eevee card, which I think is pretty fair, and you have a 100% chance of getting the slab, because if you win the bid, it doesn't matter if it's for 10 euros, if nobody else bids, you get the slab. Now all of this gives us a gross revenue of 700 euros, and we're trying to get a 30% margin of profit, so we can't really spend more than 420 euros in prizes to make that work. So I already picked up the top prizes, which was the Eevee slabs, that cost me around 160 euros. For the mid tier, we picked 8 cards, which is around 50 euros, and for the lower tier, we got 2 boxes with 60 packs inside, which was around 130 euros. Adding some other essentials for the packaging of the orders, we ended up spending a total of 308 euros, which after fees gives us a nice margin profit. I think what we need now is getting people through the door, getting them to follow, getting them to purchase some things, and hopefully getting them coming back so we can continue on selling and build an audience. So to try to make that, I also picked up some very cheap cards to do as a free giveaway, and the only thing that people have to do is follow the account. This way I think we can show some appreciation for the people watching the stream, even if they don't want to buy anything or they can't. I think this is a nice way of showing our appreciation. Every sport starts at 10 euros, but the actual price actually changes as we go. Since it's a bid, people are more likely to, the closer we get to the pile ending, people are probably gonna start bidding more. And if a really nice mid-tier level card still didn't come out, I'm pretty sure people that want that card might pay a bit more than the 10 euros. So this number is never truly correct, but it's a really nice number to aim for. So before the big day comes, we decided to plan out how we're gonna arrange everything and we're gonna make the stream looking. We figured out how to place the prizes, where to place the stacks of tickets and all of that. And when I was buying the prizes, I guess I underestimated how small the screen really is, because it was really hard to make everything fit there. Since we still have a few days to go, I feel like now is a good time to show you the branding of the business. So for the branding, I did some research, and what I found is most names for card shops are related with Pokemon somehow, and I wanted to run away from that. After looking for a while, what I end up going is OurDex, which is short for our Pokédex, and our slogan is from collectors to collectors. I really love this logo. I think it came out perfectly, and it really set us apart from a normal logo for a card shop. I really wanted to make people feel like they're a part of the business, because I started as a collector and I want to share that feeling of I'm also a collector, and I want to make people feel that they're part of the journey, and I thought this was a perfect name for it. It is finally stream day and we need to set up the stream. For the lights, all I have is this desk lamp, but if it goes well, we're definitely gonna invest in some more crisp lights. I think the main strategy for us is to try to make a very high quality stream, but for now we need to use what we have. I just finished setting up the stream with all our prizes, and of course in the center we're gonna have our PSA slabs, so as soon as people get in the stream, that's the first thing they see. I got my girlfriend to help me mod the stream, and we're both really nervous because this is our first stream. So let's see how it goes. So the stream is over and we got some things to talk about. So in the beginning the stream was going really good. We had about maybe 12-15 people in the stream. The maximum we had was actually 25 when we were doing a free giveaway. But we were streaming overall for about 3 hours. And in those 3 hours we got 18 orders, including the giveaways, which obviously is not amazing. This is how much we did, and after fees it's about 53-54 euros, and this is also including the shippings, so I don't think it's bad. We still got some money back, and the most positive thing is that we didn't get rid of our big prizes. We still have also most of our singles. Just I think the cards thing wasn't really working, but I think maybe I should have studied a bit more of the platform. I only figured out that we could do the randomizer midstream when somebody pointed that out, and I actually took a look, and that's when we gave away one of our cards. We gave away a Vaporeon EX as a prize. I think I know what I didn't do that well, but if you have any suggestions, just leave it in the comments and I'll take a look. Next week's video we're gonna talk a bit about the backend in the business and about our next stream that we're gonna be doing. So make sure to subscribe to follow along on the journey.